Yo, I told y'all we were gonna go live again. So yeah, it was fun. We were having a movie discussion. I gave you guys my top 5 movies of all time, and you guys were telling me some of your favorite movies. Some people had good taste in movies. Some people had really trash taste in movies. Basically, yeah, most of my movies are from like before 1980. I think I only had like 2. Well, out of my top 5, 3 of them were before like 1980, and I think the rest were like, yeah. Then I had 2 that were like in the 90s or something. But I guess tonight we were going to talk about tonight we're going to talk about 5 best horror movies. So I want to know from you guys, what's your top 5 horror movies? Some people aren't into horror. I'm not like a horror buff, but I like interesting horror movies. I like horror movies that are that aren't just like stabbing, blood, cut his head off. Like, I don't really like horror movies like that. I like horror movies that make you think, that are interesting, that can keep you on the edge of your seat, and that are scary. You know what I'm saying? But like in a dope, like in an interesting, dope way. So I love Get Out, but I don't know. Get Out, I guess obviously, technically it is a horror movie, but I just didn't really feel like I was watching a horror movie. I thought it was just a good movie. I looked at it just more as a social commentary movie, more as a thriller, but I guess it is a horror movie. But it doesn't make my top 5 horror movies, but Get Out was really good. What's good from Southern California? What up? I'm going to be in Southern California next week, but I'm not doing a show. I'm just going to be out there. Before I tell you guys my top horror movies, Phantasm. Phantasm and Phantasm 2. I love those movies. Yeah, I like some of those old movies. Like they weren't like great movies, but they were like good for the time. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what's another like old school horror movie? I mean, it's not super old. Well, depending on how old you are, but it's from the 80s. Creepshow. How many people remember Creepshow? The Conjuring movies are cool for nowadays. You know what I'm saying? The Conjuring movies are cool, but they're definitely not in my top 5. You know what was a good movie that came out? They made 2 of them. The first one was good. It was about... What was the name of the movie, the horror movie, where the guy is Ethan Hawke is in the movie, and he discovers like this. He moves into the house where these family was murdered, and he discovers the tape, and he finds out that whoever just finds the tape, then their family gets murdered next, and it's like this possession, this dude. No, Sinister. Sinister was a pretty good. Part 2, nah. But Part 1, that first Sinister movie was a pretty fucking good. Like, the first Saw movie is good. I fuck with the first Saw movie. But the first Sinister movie was pretty fucking good, man. I fuck with that. The first Saw movie was excellent fucking movie. Excellent movie. I'm trying to think of my top 5. I know what number 1 is. I know what number 2 is. I got 4 top Evil Dead. Yeah, see, those Evil Dead movies, they're wild, but those aren't... I love Devil's Reject. House of a Thousand Corpses. Ooh, that might make my top 5. I love Devil's Reject as a movie. I feel like House of a Thousand Corpses is a horror movie, and then Devil's Reject. Ooh. So I think I have my top 5. Like, hold on. Number 1, I know what that is. Number 2, I know what that is. Number 3. Ooh, horror movies. I don't know. It's hard to pick my top 5. All right. So I got my top 5. I got my top 5 horror movies. I've seen Ritual. I fuck with Ritual. That's like on Netflix. Drag Me to Hell. That's not top 5, but that was kind of a funny movie. Like, I watched that. Gremlins. Yo, the first Gremlins is not that bad, man. The part 2 is like terrible. Nah, I don't like it. I don't like the first one. I as a kid, I thought it was scary. Then when I watched it as an adult, I was like, yo, this movie is so stupid. And then the new ones are super trash. Like, I hate it. All that special effects, that's bullshit. Get that shit out of here. So, what's you guys' favorite? Apathy, my brother. Apathy, what's your favorite horror movie? Tell me, let me know what's your like top 3, bro. Because I know Apathy, he's an intelligent dude. So I'm pretty sure you could tell me. You probably have a good. Met you in Chicago at the Chris Webby concert. Chatted up. What up, man? Peace and love, yo, man. Chicago was super fun. Super fun. It was extra fun because it was like our second to the last show on tour. So I was Honky Kong is not a movie. that's an Apathy album. All right, so I want to hear Apathy's top horror movies before I give mine. I got my top 5, so I want to see if me and if we match up on anything. Love from SF, you already know, Bay Area all day. Annabelle, I like one Annabelle. I like the one where the mom is pregnant with the baby. And like the couple like kills themselves and possesses the doll, and then you go back. I like that Annabelle. I only like that one. That was cool, but it's definitely not in my top 5. The Exorcist is kind of silly. When I go back and look at it now, it looks kind of silly to me. Cat's Eyes, Cat's Eyes. Yo, that was kind of a classic though. As a kid, I fuck with Cat's Eyes. It's definitely not in my top 5 though. The Grudge. Nah, I can't fuck with The Grudge. That was trash to me. Horror games? Nah, I never played any horror games. So many dope horror movies, though, man. Like, good ones. It's hard for me to say. Insidious? Nah, I can't. They're okay movies for now, but... Train to Busan, like, it's a pretty good zombie movie. I'm not really huge on a zombie. I really like World War Z. I like that. Nobody can get me sick of my favorites. I appreciate it, man. Thanks. Silent Hill wasn't that bad. Night of the Living Dead, the original one. You know what? I kind of like the one they did in the 90s. Kind of better. That one in the 90s was for Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Yo, R.A. always says that one too. Friday the 13th Part 2. My favorite is Friday the 13th Part 3 in the Friday the 13th one. So Apathy going with the hardcore horror shit. Original Halloween. All right. Yo, Blair Witch was pretty good to me, man. I really like Blair Witch. Dawn of the Dead. Yeah, I love Dawn of the Dead. All right, so I'm about to get my top 5. Okay, honorable mention honorable mention number 6, if I will put it in there, is a movie that just came out in the last 4 or 5 years. It's called It Follows. How many people seen It Follows? It's not that scary, but it's It's fucking interesting, man. To me, it's one of the most interesting horror movie concepts in a long time. Has anybody seen It Follows? I love that movie because I just feel like nobody's done anything like that. Anybody seen It Follows? Yo, It Follows is a dope horror movie. I don't know why, but I just really like that movie because when I went to see it, I had no idea what it was, and I was just like, this movie, I've never seen nothing like that. You know what I mean? So anybody seen It Follows, let me know. If you haven't seen it, check it out. That's my honorable mention. Okay. So you guys ready for my number 5? My number 5. Number 5, Hereditary. I fucking love that movie. Hold on, going back to It Follows. He says it's almost Clinton. No, he said it's almost. All right, hold on. Apathy we gonna let App want to go live, so we about to go live, man. It's not letting me go live. I don't know why my shit be not letting me go live, man. All right, we about to wait for Apathy. Yo.
What's up, my brother?
My dude, what's up with you, bro?
Yo, listen, my top 2 are so ill that I couldn't just write them and leave them there on the screen.
Please share. Start with number 2. Tell me number 2.
Number 2 is a movie called The Sentinel from 1977. And
wait, I think I've seen that. What is it about?
It's about this lady who lives in this house. It's like a brownstone in a city. And there's this 3rd floor. She keeps seeing this dude peering out from the 3rd floor. And he's blind. And no one else sees him. But it's a crazy ill movie. It's super wild, like who he is and what he is. And he's like a guardian of a gate of hell or something like that. And at first you think he's some ghost or something. He's the evil one. But he ends up being like a guardian. He's the sentinel to like stay up there to guard the gate of hell. The second one, let me tell you the story of this. This is how crazy this is.
I haven't seen that. Okay, all right, go ahead.
I was a little kid, and my aunts and my mom, and this was in the early 80s, I snuck into the living room when I was supposed to be asleep, and I'm hiding behind the couch watching this movie they're watching, and this shit gave me trauma, bro. It was this, all of a sudden I see this scene where this bitch is walking through the subway tunnel, and she's getting raped by this blob. It's like this fucking it's a blob of like goop, and she's like having sex with it, and she's getting fucked. And later on, she's getting fucked by this demon. It's a movie called Possession. I think it's by Roman Polanski or something like that. Let me look it up. I bet R.A. knows all these joints really well.
Roman Polanski is a beast.
Yeah, man. But if you guys want to Google this shit, let me see. I'm getting it right now. Movie 80s. I'll tell you right now. These are so ill. I had to dial in on these, bro.
What was it called again?
1981. It's called Possession. Oh, I'm sorry. It's by Andrzej Zulu. Hold on, let me show you. Whoever this guy's name is.
Wow.
Possession. Like, this shit had me fucked up, man. She was getting fucked by the demons in this shit, and it was extra creepy and crazy. It was terrifying.
Do they show the woman getting fucked by the blob?
Yeah, I think so. Hold on. Oh, I got hit by the commercial. Hold up, here we go.
This looks twisted. Is this in Russia or some shit? This is like, oh, is that fucking Sam Neill?
Yeah, Sam Neill. Good eyes, bro. This is a weird. Anyway, so she's fucking all these demons and shit. And, you know, I'm like 4 or 5 at the time. And I'm like, and they caught me behind the couch like, You know what I'm saying? But that movie was crazy, man. That's a
Yo,
crazy joint.
did you ever see it's a movie recently that came out. Did you see Hereditary?
Listen, Hereditary and the other one that you were talking about, It Follows.
Yo, Hereditary is fucking fucked up, dude.
I'm gonna see it just based off of you telling me that.
Dude,
I'm
just
gonna
go.
watch
Some
it.
people hate it, some people love it. I thought it was fucking insane. Like the whole movie, it's just like there's no crazy like over the top shit. It's just like, yo, like it could be some real shit. You know what I
So
mean?
here's what I don't like about modern horror. I don't like all the Ring, Grudge type jumpy, crazy,
No,
wild,
yeah.
distort. I like the shit that feels like a psychological thriller. So maybe what you're saying is I might love that shit.
Nah, dude, Hereditary is just like some dude. That director, his name is, what is his name? Ari Aster. Ari Aster. He has two movies.
Midsommar. Midsummer.
Midsummer's is weird. Midsummer isn't as good as Hereditary, but Hereditary is
Okay,
fucking crazy. But Midsummer is fucked up too. It's just
I
like
didn't see that
it's
yet.
just like on some cult shit. You're just like, what the fuck am I watching? It's just like fucked up.
Did you see the '70s version of The Burning Man?
Nuh-uh.
Oh, that was fucked up. That's like some cult shit, kind of like
Oh, you
that,
mean
you
like the
know?
Wicker Man? No, I've seen the
The
Wicker
Wicker
Man.
Man, The Wicker Man. I'm bugging. Yeah, The
Yeah.
Burning Man.
Yeah. Oh, that was. So the one that Nicolas Cage in is a remake of the 90s, is from the 70s one.
Yeah. The '70s one. The Nicolas Cage one was good, but the
Yeah.
'70s one had a creepier feeling to it.
Okay, I never seen the 70s one. I'm gonna have to go see that one. Another
Yeah,
one. It Follows. You should check that out, dude.
I'm gonna.
It's not scary. I just never seen. It's the most original concept of a horror movie I've seen in a long time.
Well, now
Like
you got me
you go.
super
You just
intrigued.
gotta watch it. I don't even want to. You just gotta
Jesus
see it.
Christ,
It's
that's crazy.
I thought it was interesting because it was nobody's ever done a horror movie like that. It's like on some, and it's so like it could happen. Like it's very realistic.
I'm gonna peep that. I'm gonna watch both of those ones like soon, based off of your recommendation.
Yeah.
Somebody just said two good ones: The Village and Signs. The Signs was like an alien movie, so but The Village I thought was fire.
I
I
fuck
like,
with The Village. Yeah, I fuck with
yeah,
The Village. I fuck with The Village. That's the one where they thought they were like the older people were like scaring the younger people from them leaving outside of the village, and they were dressing up as those fucking creatures, right?
yeah, and it caught me off
Yeah.
guard. I didn't guess that they were gonna be in a modern time. So when it happened, I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit! I just
No, I
fucked it up
fuck with
for
that
whoever
movie.
didn't see it.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
For real. Yo, I gotta slide out of here, man. I
Yo,
love
man.
seeing you though, bro.
Hey, bro, thanks for coming in, my dude.
Absolutely. Let's build soon.
We need some new music soon.
Happy birthday, French Vanilla. Yeah, let's get some shit popping, bro. Let's get some shit popping soon, man.
Absolutely.
I actually got some shit I want to get you on. I'll send it to you and see what you think of it.
All right, let's do it.
Dope. All right, bro.
All
Peace.
right, bro. Have a good night, man.
You too.
Yo, shout out to my bro Apathy, man. I know he was gonna have some dope ass obscure shit. But yeah, so honorable mention, I have I had It Follows. Number 5, I have number 5, I have Hereditary. Hereditary's fucked up. Yeah, I fuck with M. Night Shyamalan's. But yo, Insidious, I already said that. So number 5, I had Hereditary. Number 4 is the original Nightmare on Elm Street. I feel like that first Nightmare on Elm Street is fucked up, man. That first Nightmare on Elm Street is fucked up. Like it's fucking trippy. Like just the whole concept of like Freddy Krueger, of the fact that he could be like somebody that kills you in your dreams, and I don't know, it's just like that shit tripped me out when I was a kid. Number 3, what did I have as number 3? I know what number 2 is and number 1, but what was my number 3? My number three. What's some of you guys' favorites so I can while I try to remember? That first Elm Street was fucking crazy though. Um, Yo, so this is what you guys don't know. That second Nightmare on Elm Street was really about. If anybody's seen the second Nightmare on Elm Street, it has nothing to do with the rest of the Nightmare on Elm Street. It follows none of the rules. The second Nightmare on Elm Street, and you can look this up, is about a dude coming out of the closet as being gay. Because, I just watched Teeth last night. That's the second Nightmare on Elm Street. It's called the gay. If you look it up online, it's called the gay Nightmare on Elm Street. So basically, the director was gay. Or excuse me, not the director. The lead actor in the movie is gay in real life. The director casted him because he could tell that he was gay, and he subliminally put homosexual images in the movie. So basically, it was just like the movie was about Freddy Krueger, but the real undertone of the movie wasn't, because the movie was about Freddy Krueger taking over this dude's body and him trying to fight it. But the real undertone is this dude embracing his homosexuality and trying to fight it, but eventually, him becoming gay. It's crazy because there's hella scenes in there. It's just like, yo, what is this? Like, they go into like a gay bar. He's like, yo, and the girl likes him, but he's like, I can't be with you. Something's taking over me. So I thought that was interesting, because when I was a kid, I was just like, this isn't like the rest of the other Freddy Krueger movies. But then when you get older, you realize that, oh, okay, the director had his own fucking, it wasn't a Wes Craven Freddy Krueger movie. yeah, it was the homophobic Elm Street. Well, actually, I feel like it was kind of pro. I feel like it was pro-gay. Like, it wasn't really homo. It was like this dude basically, you know what I'm saying, kind of like embracing it or learning to embrace it. Trying to think of my number three horror movies. I got my top two. My number 5 was Hereditary. Number 6 was Nightmare. Oh, my number 3, the original Halloween. The original Halloween is fucking terrifying. Like, as a kid, it fucking terrified me. It still lives up. It still lives up to the day. I mean, I love A House of a Thousand Corpses. I was thinking about squeezing that in. I'll put that in as another honorable mention, House of a Thousand Corpses. But I'm going to put the original Halloween. All right. Now we get into the nitty gritty. Number 2. The original Omen. The fucking original Omen. Damien. Actually, I like the Omen 1 and 2, but the original Omen, part 1, Pumpkinhead out. That was a good one too back in the day. But the original Omen is fucking crazy. Like, it's just a good movie. It's got fucking Gregory Peck in it. It's really it's really that first Omen is like really dope. It's just a really dope storyline. It's like basically like the Antichrist. I like all the Omens, but that original one is super good. Omen, yeah, that's it. Omen, the Omen. It's called The Omen. Hereditary was number 5, D. Hughes. So anybody got to guess what my number 1 is? So let's recap. We got It Follows is honorable mention. House of a Thousand Corpses is honorable mention. Number 5 is Hereditary. Number 4 is Nightmare on Elm Street. Number 3, what did I say number 3 was? Halloween. Number 3 is Halloween. Number 2 is The Omen, the original Omen from, like, what was it, the 70s? And can anybody guess what my number 1 is? I like Dreamcatcher. Dreamcatcher wasn't that bad. I fuck with Dreamcatcher. No, Jason movies. I enjoy the Jason movies. I enjoy all the Jason movies, but it's not. Jason movies are like, they don't make it into my top. They don't make it into my top horror films. I like my horror films to still have like some like to be dope movies, like the Jason movies. Donnie Darko. I don't even consider Donnie Darko a horror movie, but I love Donnie Darko. I love Donnie Darko. But all right, so Amityville Horror, no. Although I do like, I think it's the second Amityville Horror. Hannibal, no. I don't even like Hannibal. I like Red Dragon and I like Silence of the Lambs. I don't like Hannibal. Hellraiser. I was never big on the Hellraiser movies. You know what I'm saying? Exorcist. You know what? I like Exorcist the beginning. I like that, like the one they did recently. Somebody got it right. Rye Guy. The Shining. The Shining is my favorite horror movie. Once again, Stanley Kubrick. Like nobody beats Kubrick to me. Like I feel like Stanley Kubrick has like the best movie in all genres of movies. Like The Shining, dude. Like that movie has so many layers and so many levels. And I always was terrified and loved it even as a kid. And when I got older, I watched it again. I was like, why do I love this movie? And then when I just started kind of like reading up on it and watching like little documentaries about it and all the different, I was just like, that's why I love it. Because it's just like, there's so many hidden things about that movie that just like, yo, still today, The Shining sometimes, depending on what day you catch me on, The Shining damn near might be my favorite movie of all time. Like, and it's a horror movie, but it's not, it's just because like the meaning of The Shining is like, are there really ghosts or is Jack just going crazy? You know what I'm saying? Is the like I've seen different like is there really ghosts? Or is he hallucinating? Is the whole thing in his story? Is that the novel that he's writing? Like there's so many different levels to it, man. That I just love The Shining. So The Shining is definitely my favorite horror movie of all time, man. But some other great horror movies, like I said, I love It Follows. I love House of a Thousand Corpses. I love The Visit. You see The Visit? It came out a few years ago. M. Night Shyamalan. I really loved The Visit. That was a dope movie. I love Blair Witch. Thought that was really interesting. Dr. Sleep, that new one that they released is fucking trash. That movie is horrible. Like it's supposed to be a sequel to The Shining. It is terrible. I didn't like The Quiet Place that much. I thought it was okay. I just felt like people were hyping it up, but Quiet Place was alright. I like Bird Box more than I like The Quiet Place. Like facts. Yeah, man. So those are my top 5 horror movies. I like the original Saw, and Apathy said he didn't really like The Ring or The Grudge, but I like the first Ring. The first Ring is good because I didn't feel like that movie. Like I just felt like that was very, very well done movie. So yeah, man, I'm gonna get up off this live. I just wanted to check in with you guys, like I said, and oh, by the way, I do have lots of music coming. I just been working, writing a lot. I like Jeepers Creepers. I fuck with both. I like both Jeepers Creepers. They were cool. But I'm about to get up off this thing. Let's see. We'll think about maybe we'll do best comedies or something. Maybe tomorrow or something. We'll see what's up. All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace and love.